Hey everybody, let's try this again. So I was using the desktop version before and I did not get any sound whatsoever. So we're going to try it over here on the Talk Studio, whatever it says that I normally use because that's what I should have done to begin with. Right? Right. Okay, so hey, how are you? And Mama Maggie, how are you? I hope y'all are doing well. Now, I got in this. I did go ahead and undo the thingy because if I try to do something like that on camera, it always messes up. And I end up making a fool of myself, or it ends up taking way longer than it should and making a lot more noise for this little microphone to pick up and annoy y'all with. So yeah, I got a proof copy in, and I'm gonna try to pull it out. Ooh, okay. So right off the bat, I see one thing that I need to fix. So this is a proof copy for the Belle Earth Witch. This is from Amazon KDP. And as you can see, these words pop out pretty well for the background, but my name doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the gold shadow that I have in the Belle Earth Witch title and put it in my name and just make it smaller. That way it looks better. The title looks okay, or the spine looks okay. And then the back looks okay too. I like that. So the back, I have, of course, the blurb, and then I have the barcode. And I have like I'm No Hero up here because I'm No Hero was released back in October. And of course, my QR code with my website and stuff like that. And they can also type in the website if the QR code for some reason doesn't work or gets damaged or something like that. Angel says, I'm good now that my baby girl is down to sleep. Awesome. Working on my spicy new series called Project Hatem. Hatem? A novel with reverse harem and BDSM. Ooh, I like that. If you need a beta reader, hit me up. We can trade. And I think on the title page, turn it around. I might move it over just a little bit or see if I can. Maybe put the gutter at 0 on the title page. Copyright looks good. Yeah. So there's the copyright. I've got a little symbol for my publishing company. And then, ooh, that looks really high. So the acknowledgement page, that's really high up there. So I'm going to move that down. I usually do sticky notes so I can remember all this stuff. So you're walking through this with me. But I figured that this would be a good thing for people who are just starting to indie publish as well. Not that I'm by all means a professional at this or anything. I'm still working on it. This is my 3rd book, so there's still little things here and there that I need to work on, obviously. So usually I just write down what I need to do on a little sticky, and I make sure that it sticks out a little bit. I'm No Hero. I didn't flip through like this, and I ended up finding things after the fact. So I make sure that it sticks out just a little bit so I can find it easy. And I'll just put one over my name. That way it catches my eye. And try to center this more on the title page. And y'all get to see my hurried writing. Yeah. whenever I write in a hurry, it looks kind of like a doctor's signature, or so I've been told. And whenever I'm writing it normally, everybody says it looks fine. So chapter 1, there's a good, decent space between the chapter 1 and the body, and with the header too, I think. But I'm a little concerned about the page number right here. There's not really that much of a gap. So I'm going to try to fix that. Again, I just leave it enough to go out. So that it catches my eye whenever I have time to go back and fix this. Hopefully it'll be today, but I do have a lot of classes today. And so the next few pages, there is a pretty good gap with the page numbers. So it's just that first page, maybe. I hope. Although it just being one page might be a little bit more of a headache to deal with than it being all pages, right? And there is my first scene break. So it looks decent. Doesn't take up too much space. And there's a big gap right here on 17. So I'm wondering if it's just trying to keep from having widows and orphans, or if there's some kind of weird format thing there. So I want to check that. But as you can see, you kind of just go through and flip through every page. I'm not really going to do that here. I'm just going to do like a quick version. And there's a blank page. I'm not going to write anything on this sticky because I turn to it and it's like, oh, hey, blank page, right? We have to, be kind of half asleep to not notice. Especially if it has a sticky on it. So yeah, whenever you self-publish a book, for those of you who are new to it, make sure you order a proof. It's always good to order a proof from every aggregator that you use or company that you use. Like I said, this is from KDP. Ingram Spark should be coming soon. I think let's see, today's the 14th. I ordered it 2 days ago. So maybe before Christmas it'll get here. Can never tell. Ooh, and there goes me hitting my keyboard. So see, right here is another page that at first glance it looks good because there's a big gap right here, but then there's a new chapter right here. So yeah. Maggie says, I am missing a scene. I have been searching all my old copies and can't find the scene. Oh my gosh. Do you have a folder where you put like, whenever you edit, like deleted scenes or deleted sentences or something? Maybe it's in there. And you just randomly did that. I've never been one to miss a scene. I've been one to put a deleted scene back in. So that's the reason that I kind of asked that. So maybe it's in that folder. I don't know. I hope you find it. That's gotta suck. So there's like I don't know if this can be helped or not, but so right here, I kind of hate this look. This is one line, but the first few pages are really full. I don't know if I can make like maybe this gap to go down just a little bit. And that way there's not just one sentence on one page before the next chapter. but I will work on that too. Again, I'm not going to write anything on this sticky because it's visibly obvious. It's not in your deleted scenes document. Oh my gosh. And it was a really good scene too. Okay, so if I was Maggie, where would I put a random scene? Ooh, there's another blank page. Obviously not on a blank page. So you've looked through all your copies. You don't handwrite anything, right? Have you looked through your handwritten stuff? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you handwrote a couple of things. I know you have like a big series, but is it maybe in your big series Bible? By chance, I don't know. Trying to come up with suggestions and help. I don't know if it's helping or not. But yeah, as you're flipping through, you just kind of want to look and make sure that the gutter is good to where, you know, when somebody opens the book, they don't have to do this to read. I set my gutter at 0.2, and my margin for the inside is always also, I think it's 0.5, or is it 1? I think for this one I did 1. And then all my other margins are 0.5. And then you also want to make sure that you mirror your margins too, especially if you're working in Word and you're formatting in Word. You want to set your margins like you think, like you like, which mine is, like I said, 0.5 for most of them, except for the inside. I think the inside I put at 7.75 or at 1, and then I add 0.2 to the gutter. And then you mirror the margins. And you do it for the whole document. Let's see. Just got a few more pages and then I'll get back to the comments. Okay, so here's the last. I'm not going to show you last here. I'm trying not to do spoilers, but you've got a blank page here. That way there is a bit of a gap between that and like, always, if you have more books out, always try to advertise your other books somewhere. There's also a link to my website there, and then there's the about the author, which I need to do a better author photo. But you know what? It's okay. And then there's always the blank page in between the last two. But yeah, other than that, I mean, there's not too awful much wrong this time around. At least I actually flipped through it this time, unlike I'm No Hero. Granted, as you can see back here, this stack right here, that is all I'm No Hero copies, and you can see how thick those beasts are. So I'm kind of trying to give myself a little bit of grace for not flipping through the proof copy on them because I was so tired of it. I just wanted to be done with it. But I did, one of my friends, my best friend, was reading through it and she noticed a couple of things and told me about it, and I'm like, okay, maybe I do need to flip through it. And I did. And I found a couple of things to fix. So now they're fixed in I'm No Hero as well. And I made a post about it on my community page. So if anybody bought I'm No Hero before the 5th and you want like a new copy or a new version, let me know. We'll work something out because, yeah. Angel says, I once thought I lost my debut novel manuscript and almost lost my mind. It took me a few days to find it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think I would. I would have to like triple up on my anxiety medication if I thought that, I think. I'm glad you found it. I really am. That's I would have been crying. I would have been a complete and utter mess. Especially since that thing right there was my debut novel, and losing that much. Oh, that would have hurt. Okay. So, proof copy of the Belle Earth Witch gone through, and I like the cover. So this right here, the vine looking stuff, my friend made a picture of it, and she did the bell thing, and the road is kind of a picture that I had somewhere, I think. I don't remember, or maybe it's off of Canva. I can't remember that. But if you do anything on Canva, make sure that you read their copyright and stuff like that, because this picture might actually be from Canva. I can't remember. I know I had a picture very similar to this, because this looks a lot like I can't remember the dirt road's name back home. It's off of Joe Brown Highway, but I can't remember what this lane was called. Anyway, if you do anything off of Canva, like you make your book covers and everything like I do, make sure that you read their copyrights and get that squared away. But always order a proof. Always go through it and mark what you see needs to be fixed. And like I said, if you use aggregators or different aggregators, try to order a proof copy from each one. That way you have them. So, Capture the Empress just went live yesterday. If you haven't gotten your copy yet, make sure to. It is a fantasy erotica. It's not as erotica as erotica is, because it does have fantasy aspects to it. So the reason why I labeled this as an erotica is because there are scenes right off the bat, like chapter 1 and chapter 2, and then it goes a little while before there are more scenes. And that's the reason why it's an erotica, because it's like out of the chute and into a scene. Belle Earth Witch, if everything goes well with the Belle Earth Witch, it will be coming out January 17th. So, yeah, I've technically got 3 books out, I guess, because you can pre-order the Belle Earth Witch now. The links should be down below for everything, especially Capture the Empress. And yeah, it's already out with a new cover that I redid. Nice. Awesome. All right. Thank you for joining me for this impromptu unboxing the proof thing. I am going to get back to doing a class. I am taking Sarah Cannon's Your Path Forward, which, okay, so I'm going to like tease this a little bit. I am going to be doing a video, but this right here is a list of all of my works in progress. And I highlighted some that I am going to be doing within this next year, 2025, and into 2026. So those are the highlighted ones. And all together, I have 58 projects. Yeah. Let's hope I can publish 6 books a year. That way I'm not going to be too awful old whenever I get all of them published. But I did plan your 2025 writing schedule through Sarah Cannon, aka Heart Breathings, as well. You can probably just search through her videos and it'll be up there, but she provides like a little workbook and a plan. So this is kind of a calendar that I marked what projects I'm going to be working on what months kind of thing, and so on and so forth. So I'll be doing a video about this and possibly combining it with how I'm going to do, come on, so many pages. Okay, with the Your Path Forward classes that I am finishing now. It takes some time to plan, and I'm not used to that. I am not a planner. I am not a plotter, but it's helped. HB90 and all the little things like that have helped me stay on the path and give myself grace when things didn't go as planned, but also know how to get back on track and get back to working as well. So yeah. Maggie says, I am going to work on my planner next week. I have 5 books for Pagosa Cliffs to publish and 4 books for the Relic of Time War and 1 book for Devoted Sisters. Oh my gosh. All are written and edited except 2. Nice. So this will probably be in the video later, but the 4 to 6 books that I have planned to publish next year are 3 of them are halfway to 3/4 of the way written. They're not edited, but they are written. The other 2 are about 1/4 of the way written. So, needless to say, hey, Rach, I am going to be focusing on writing. And in my head, it's going to work like 1 month plus 2 weeks is writing, period. I'm not going to touch editing. I'm going to do writing, YouTube and Twitch and social media stuff, but it's going to be writing for, we'll say, 42 days, 44 days, or something like that. And then the 2 to 3 weeks after that is going to be editing. And then the week after that is formatting and taking a break. And then start again with writing for a month and a half. And so on and so forth. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. It might be some combination of that, or I'll be writing for 2 weeks and then taking a week off or something. We'll see. Rach says, yeah, the planning is needed for 2025. It's going to be a wild ride. I agree. We're going to get some things done. We're going to rock 2025. And yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. Oh, I do have a video going up here either today or tomorrow about streaming services. I managed to capture the screen on a couple of them. There were 2 others that would not let me capture the screen because they wanted me to use my camera, and of course I was already using the camera. But I did another breakdown of streaming services because I know a lot of people are still having to switch from StreamYard to something else, and I wanted to help out just a little bit. I am, again, by no means an expert. I am not an expert on anything. But here we are. And there will be another Breaking the Block episode tomorrow at 10 a.m. So make sure that you do not miss that. If you have any questions, make sure to bring them and post them in the chat. If you're a little shy about that, there is a form down below in the description box for you to hit up. You can fill out your question in it, and I'll get it, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. I'm trying to find the links. So if you want to join us for Breaking the Block, or like I said, if you have a question, there are the links to everything. Did it actually? I don't think it did all of it. Yeah. Okay. So it's weird. It cut off like the 5. There's the link for the question again. There we go. Okay. I think I'm done. Of course, purchase your copy of Capture the Empress. It went live yesterday. Here is the link for that. And if you want to purchase any of my other books or keep up with what I'm doing, just stay tuned to this channel. I'll be here every week, unless something goes wrong. I will see y'all later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Be kind to one another out there, but most importantly, be kind to yourself. I'll see you.